Dear friends, in class 9, in 6th chapter Lines and Angles, we are solving exercise 6.2 and we have the 6th question. In figure, this is a figure given to us. PQ and RS are two mirrors. This PQ and RS are the two mirrors placed exactly opposite to each other. Placed parallel to each other. They are parallel to each other. These mirrors are parallel to each other. And incident ray AB. This incident ray AB strikes the mirror PQ at point B. So this incident ray strikes the mirror PQ at point B. This is what is given. Next is the reflected ray. At B, since it is a mirror, the ray will get reflected and it will move along BC. The reflected ray moves along the path BC. It moves along the path BC and strikes the mirror RS. This time it strikes the downside mirror RS at point C, this point, and again reflects back and again reflects in this direction, again reflects in the direction CD. Prove that AB is parallel to CD. We have to prove the first incident ray is parallel to the second reflected ray. Now for this, so let us write first the given thing. Figure is the given part of the question. So we will write the given things. We are given that PQ is parallel to RS. This is given. And incident ray AB gets reflected along BC and again this reflected ray gets reflected along CD. This is what is given to us. We are asked to prove AB is the incident ray. We are given AB as the incident ray, BC as the first reflected ray and CD as the second reflected ray. So we are given AB as incident ray, then BC as first reflected ray, and CD as second reflected ray, Now we are asked to prove that ray AB is parallel to ray CD. So AB is parallel to CD. This is what we have to prove. Now see, for this we will have to do construction type. The answers which have constructions which needs to be modified in order to prove are slightly considered difficult questions, because from the question itself you don't get the idea of how to solve the answer. So we need to remember this construction. Now what is the construction? See, I am going to draw a perpendicular at point B and perpendicular at point C. So this is perpendicular at point B and perpendicular at point C. I am going to name these perpendiculars as BM and CN. So BM is perpendicular. Construction is draw BM perpendicular to PQ at B, and CN perpendicular to RS at point C. Now look at the figure. Look at the point first. You must have studied in science. If this is a plane mirror, then incident ray gets reflected and angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So in physics we have studied angle of incidence is equal to this, the law of reflection. According to law of reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Now D is the point where the incident ray gets reflected. It means angle ABM is equal to angle. This is angle is angle of incidence and this is angle of reflection. That is angle made with normal. Please try to understand. Angle made with normal is the angle of incidence. This is the incident ray, and angle made with normal is the angle of incidence, and again angle made with normal by a reflected ray is called angle of reflection. So this angle is incidence and this angle is reflection. Now from this we understand that angle ABM is equal to angle CBM. So angle ABM is equal to angle CBM. Now at point C, this BC acts as a incident ray. So this angle BC acts as an incident ray, and hence angle with normal is this, and angle with this angle is the angle of reflection in this case. So you can say first reflection and second reflection, or angle of incidence and angle of reflection. It means angle BCN is equal to DCN, angle DCN. Now look at the figure. Here we are drawn perpendicular, correct? This is perpendicular. Now it means this angle is 90 degree and this angle is also 90 degrees. Understand this. If alternate angles are equal, it means these two rays are also parallel. Try to understand. Here angle QBM is equal to 90 degree. That is our construction. BM is perpendicular to PQ, so it is our construction. Then angle RCN is also equal to 90 degree. That is also our construction. We have constructed two perpendiculars. So this is equal to, this is 90, this is 90, means these two angles are 90 degrees. So I have got this angle as 90 degrees and this angle is 90 degrees, means both are equal to each other. Therefore I can say that angle QBM is equal to angle RCN. But they form alternate angles. Watch carefully. If these two are lines, they form alternate angles, and alternate angles are equal. It means these two lines are parallel. Therefore I will get, line BM is parallel to line, or BM is parallel to CN. Reason is, since alternate angles are congruent, lines must be parallel. That is converse of alternate angle theorem. Converse of alternate angle theorem. Converse of alternate angle theorem. Now see, we have got this as 90. These two lines are parallel. Now if these two lines are parallel, I can say that, see what we have to see. You observe this BM parallel to CN. BM parallel to CN, and this BC as a transversal. We can consider these two lines as a parallel and this line as a transversal. So consider BM parallel to CN and BC as transversal. We have just proved that BM is parallel to CN. Now we are considering BC as a transversal. So watch carefully. This first angle of reflection and second angle of incidence, they form an alternate pair of angles. It means these two angles must be equal to each other. Watch carefully. This angle MBC. Therefore, angle MBC is equal to angle BCQ. Reason is alternate angle theorem. Now watch carefully. We have got MBC is equal to BCQ. MBC is equal to BCQ. Now if you multiply both by 2, you will get twice angle MBC is equal to twice angle BCQ. What I have done? I have multiplied both sides by 2. Now see, this we have already said angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So twice MBC or twice CBM is one and the same. Twice CBM and twice MBC is one and the same. So twice MBC is equal to twice MBC is equal to angle ABC. That is equal to angle ABC, and twice angle BCQ. Twice angle BCQ. Since these two are equal, we can say twice BCQ is equal to BCD. This is BCD. Angle BCD. Now I am going to use the reference from this equations. Equation 1 and 2. So reason I am going to write here. Equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2. So I have used these two equations. Since these two angles are equal and they are adjacent angles, so these together form angle ABC and BCD. Now, if ABC and BCD are equal, watch carefully. This time, ABC, we have got angle ABC is equal to BCD. So again, you can consider these two lines AB and CD as two lines and they form alternate angles. So ABC and BCD form alternate pair of angles. But angle ABC and angle BCD are alternate angles. Don't confuse here. They are alternate angles and hence AB must be parallel to CD. Therefore, AB must be parallel to CD. Reason is converse of alternate angle theorem. Converse of alternate angle theorem.